Good day, Market Chameleons, and everyone join us for the first time. Thanks for coming by and checking out the Market Chameleon webinar series. Before we get started, let's take a look at the shared disclaimer. Be aware that neither Dimitri, myself, or Market Chameleon are registered investment advisors or broker dealer. If you're searching for investment advice, please reach out to a licensed professional. This show, as all our shows, is for informational purposes only concerning Market Chameleon tools and products. One last look at the disclaimer. And let's welcome Dimitri Pargamonic to the stage. How you doing, D?
Good morning, Will. How are you?
Good. And today we are going to do a webinar with IPKR at 2 p.m. And I will put that link. You must register with them. And what's the topic of that webinar today, D?
Yeah, we're going to take a look at a screener for index options, looking at multi-leg trades. So we're going to analyze and screen for multi-leg option trades for index options like SPX, VIX. So that will be today at 2 p.m. And that one, you do have to register with Interactive Brokers. You could put the link in there. It's free, but they're hosting it, so it'll be on their platform.
Yep, so the link's been put into the chat. So anyone who wants to register for that webinar, even if you can't attend it live, you register and they will send you a link to watch at your convenience. Let me bring up Dimitri's platform. And the stage is yours, D.
Yep. Thanks, Will. And so today, what we'll do is do a quick analysis of single leg option trades and see how can we find, if we look at a particular stock, um, what are the most active single leg option contracts and what are the most notable trades, and what's the difference. So let's use SPY in our example. I'm going to type in SPY into our search. This will take us to the SPY main summary page, and on the left hand side there's a menu. Click on options and then single leg dashboards. I'm going to click on that, and this will bring us to this single leg dashboard that analyzes option trades that are, again, just single leg. So it takes out all these multi-leg or contingent trades where people are entering spreads or buy rights. If those orders that are executed are going to get removed, just to concentrate on those single leg trades, which are just buy or sell a call or put. I clicked on the menu to minimize it to expand our screen. And just for today's purposes, what we want to take a look at is, well, what are the most active single leg option contracts, and what are the most notable trades, like the largest trades in there. So the difference is when we look at the most active, and here we have the top 5 most active. This shows us the cumulative volume traded in that option, okay, with single legs. So these will accumulate, from the start of trading day to the end of trading day. So you have different orders coming in different times of the day, from coming in from everywhere, big trades, small trades, all those, the cumulative, that's the total quantity on the day. And here we could see the top 5 are listed here, and they're all on July 7th expiration. So we have, puts and calls. Here's the 620 put. That was the most active. So July 7th, 620 put. Traded 398,884 contracts for a VWAP price of 65 cents. So that's the volume weighted average price. So it's not averaged down by trade, it's averaged down by the volume of the trade. And down below, you can see the next one, 623 call, 624 call, July 7th, 621 call, 619 put. And these are the volume weighted average prices next to them. So these are the most actively traded options. Yesterday were not open today, so these are looking at yesterday's option trades. And just quickly eyeballing them, we could get a idea of what traders are doing. Uh, they're looking at zero DTEs because yesterday was July 7th, and those were July 7th expiring options. So the top five were all zero DTE options. They It was a mixture of calls and puts with strikes ranging between 619 and 624. Right? As low as 619 on the put, as high as 624 on the call. But if we look at yesterday's trading range in SPY, that that corresponds to where the uh, the stock traded in that range, right? It traded as low as 617.87, as high as 624. So all these strikes fall within the traded range yesterday. Um, would suggest probably people were trading at the monies, as the stock was moving around. For the most, that's what it looks like, the inference. Um, so those are the most active options. But within those most active options, it's hard to tell, well, were there any large trades in there? You have 389,000 contracts, right? 389,884 contracts, single leg trades. But was that one trade, two trades? Was it 300,000 trades? That makes a difference because you know, are there lots of people trading it from all over the place that just accumulated to a large volume, but these were maybe a lot of small retail traders, or maybe it was a few large institutional traders. So we don't know by that the total breakdown. But if we're looking for notable trades, let's say that um, besides looking at the most active options, what if our curiosity is what about some notable large trades in the single leg? Were there very large trades, and where were they? Right. So I'm going to scroll down here, and these are the five most notable trades that we spotted. So one big one was in the September 19th expiration 490 put. And that was 16,887 contracts for a VWAP price of $1.36. So, and our interpretation was that incoming order was a buy order, was bought. Um, the next one's August 29th, 600 put, 10,000 contracts traded for a VWAP price of 762. Our interpretation is that's also bought. Um, November 500 put, and you could see. So one thing that we could take away from here is the five biggest notable trades that we detected were actually not part of uh, the most actively traded options. Right. So September 19th, that's not July 7th, that's further out, August 29th. So these bigger notable trades were not within, these accumulated most active options. So these suggests that there are a lot of trades going on here, um, coming out, that accumulated for many other places, maybe a lot of small trades, but these were the most notable ones. And those were all in the longer term options. The other thing that kind of stuck out were that they all seem to be in the puts. So the expirations are different. You have September, August, November. Going out further, one here is July 18th. That's coming up closer, and then we got August 15th, and all these strikes are below the current spot price. We got 600 put, 490 put, 500 put. So looks like perhaps there's some hedging going on. in the longer term options over here, but that kind of just sticks out if we look for some kind of a pattern that those top five largest trades were in the puts, going out a little bit further, and our interpretation was that those were incoming buy orders. Um, and that's quickly, just looking at the two, we could gain some insights. What are the most active options, and where did the most notable trades happen? The larger trades that we detected on the day. Um, And well, that was what I wanted to cover today, just those two distinctions. And we do have that webinar today at 2 o'clock. So you could join us for that, register, um, and that will be on the IBKR Interactive Brokers platform.
Yeah, that was great, D. Great webinar. Great information for the Chameleon community and all those joining us for the first time. Thank you. At the top of, I'll put the link in again after Dimitri leaves the stage. But the webinar is today at 2 p.m. You have to register on IBKR. Great job, D. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Will. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Hope to see you guys later.
All right.
Have a great trading day.
We'll see you too, buddy. Thanks. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining for today's show. Remember, the IBKR webinars are hosted by Interactive Brokers. So you're going to have to go to their site and click on the link to register. The link is being put in the chat right now. With that, hope everyone has a great day today. It's a great second day of the week, a great trading day. And we'll see hopefully you at 2 today. And if not, you can watch it at your convenience this evening, tomorrow, next week, whenever you want. And we will see everyone tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.